Speaking of dildo status, the Raptors went into Boston there and got their asses kicked 104-88 from the Celtics. Like Ray, the obvious one, just mentioned very smoothly. Tatum had 22 points, 12 rebounds, 7 assists. Schroeder 20 points, and also I think like 14 fucking turnovers. I don't know if you guys caught the game, but Schroeder was throwing the ball away like it was
more
candy.
Turnovers than shots made. I believe
it was ugly at times, but teams playing better. Robert Williams, 16 points, 13 boards. They had 12 offensive rebounds. They're kind of all over it there. 21 assists, which is good for them. 15 turnovers. Most of them were Schroeder, and 50 points in the paint. So they've kind of switched things around. They're, gotten their team back on track. And that's with Jaylen Brown out for about 1 to 2 weeks with a hamstring injury. I don't know. We asked the question, is this team better without Jaylen Brown, Raymond?
I'll answer that after the game tonight against the Bucks, because if they can handle the Bucks,
the show's on. We're doing the show right now, right? And I asked you the question right now: are the Celtics better without Jaylen Brown?
They haven't played anyone big without Jaylen Brown, so I'm not. It's undecided still. If they can beat a big team, no, fuck you. That's my answer. If they can beat the good team like the Bucks without Jaylen Brown, then yes, they are better without Jaylen Brown. But if they go in there and they get their asses handed to them by the Bucks, then no, they're not a good team without Jaylen Brown. They'll need it.
No, that's wrong. They're not a better team without Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown's a fucking all-star. He's averaging 26 points a game, I believe. I mean, I don't think him and Tatum play great together, and I think maybe long-term one of them's got to go. But for now, you're a better team. You're a better team with Jaylen Brown. You got two all-stars and budding superstars in Brown and Tatum. How can you subtract a superstar or budding superstar all-star, legitimate all-star out of your lineup for 2 weeks and expect to be a better team with him out? No.
I'm just saying because of the chemistry. If you guys think about the chemistry, if Tatum can't play
the
with
chemistry
Brown,
starts with Marcus Smart.
Yeah.
Let's ask this question when Marcus Smart's out. Right? If you have Brown and Tatum and all these guys, if Marcus Smart goes down and you start winning a bunch of games and beating teams like the Bucks, the Lakers, good teams in this league, then you could talk about fucking chemistry, and then it all goes to Marcus Smart. I don't think chemistry goes through Brown and Tatum just because they don't like each other. I think the chemistry issue is all Marcus Smart.
Yep, I agree. They're not winning on offense. The offense definitely looks better, but they're winning on defense, which has nothing to do with Jaylen Brown in or out. The last 3 or 4 games, they've held teams under 90 points. They're buying in. They're finally buying in. They punched each other in the face at whatever fucking team meeting they had in Orlando, and it's looked good ever since. And that was with Jaylen Brown for most of the game in Miami,
which has been their best
win, which has been their best win of the season. They should have had the one in Dallas, except for Marcus Smart. And Jason Tatum has finally got a shot back, which struggled the first part of the season. They've lost 2 double overtime games and got embarrassed in a couple games at home. It looked really bad to start because of how bad last year looked, and they deserved all the criticism that they got to start the season. But they're buying in. And when Jaylen Brown comes back, he'll have to buy in and figure out his place in that offense. And where that should be is right on the other side of the court. Because if you watch the way they're playing and actually pass the ball, Jason Tatum has it. He drives or gets doubled. They kick it, and someone has an open shot. If that guy is Jaylen Brown instead of Grant Williams, you're in pretty good fucking shape if you're the Celtics. So, no, they're better with Jaylen Brown for sure. And I just want to give you a quick look at the East because it's fucking wide open. Absolutely. The Wizards are in first place at 8-3. The Bulls, 8-3. The Nets are 8-4. Sixers are 8-4. Heat 7-4, Cavs 7-5, the Knicks are 7-5. Then it's Bucks, Raptors, Hornets with 6 wins, Celtics after that, Hawks, Pacers. All those teams are potential playoff teams in the East. After that is the Magic and the Pistons. Those guys are tanking.
They're not.
But that's what. How many teams are in the East? 16.
15.
What's that? 14 teams that are legitimately will be fighting for. Playoffs, and then you got that stupid play-in tournament. So there's going to be every one of those teams is going to be playing. No, I do too. Actually, I should have said stupid. I think
Can I ask you a question? Is Brooklyn better without Kyrie?
In my eyes, the world was better without Kyrie.
No, but for legitimate talent, like are they better with Kyrie in the lineup?
No.
I don't know. I don't. The
answer is yes. Again, it's another all-star. Say what you want about Kyrie head-wise, but he's got the talent, and they were fun. They were great in the playoffs last year, and then they started getting hurt. they have Kyrie in the lineup. They're the best team in the league.
If James Harden can get used to these new rules with the defense that the NBA has now, he will be better. And this
Didn't he had 17 free throws like the day after he bitched about it? Was that true? Or
I'm starting to worry that the NBA is going to be coming off this because Damian Lillard's now gone out there and bitched about it. So there might be this movement from the stars to start bitching.
Once
about
LeBron starts really bitching, then it gets in Ray's cousin's ear.
We might see a little bit of movement there for sure. My point is the East is just so open at this point.
Where the adult Jeff Abquits.
The Celtics losses have come to mostly the top of this East, except for the Raptors, which was an embarrassment. But even they're 500 like everybody else. So, I don't know if we can take a lot from the beginning part of the season. Hopefully the Celtics continue to buy in. What you should be buying in on is Back to Basics.